Yeah, there's a comment that I've heard a lot, and of course, I was taught growing up in Protestant Christianity, Pentecostal Christianity, that Jesus did away with all the teachings. But I mean, you can't justify that when you read scriptures that Jesus said himself. So watch video number 2, part 2. Because I quote Jesus when he says, "I did not come to abolish the Torah, but to bring it to its fullest context." Now, people think when he says, "I came to fulfill it," he means he came to end it. But he explicitly says that in the beginning of that verse, "I did not come to abolish it." And not one tiny little stroke, not one comma, not a dot over an I will pass away from the Torah until all is accomplished. And again, you have to understand the context. What is the all that's accomplished? Well, we're not there yet, right? So Jesus is the way, the truth, the life. So Jesus is the truth. Psalm 119 says the Torah is truth. And John 1 says Jesus is the Word that is dwelt among us. So Jesus is Torah in a body. And so there was no New Testament when Jesus is walking around. He says, "If you love me, you'll keep my commands." What are the commands? The Torah, right? Because what he teaches is taking Torah and making it stricter. So we like to think that, I don't have to eat, or I can eat anything I want. I can worship on Sunday. I can obey 9 out of the 10 commandments, but the 4th commandment I don't have to obey anymore. Obviously there are commands that we can't do because we are in exile. We're not in Jerusalem, so there are things we can't do. There is no sacrificial system for sin, so you're not going to take a goat to church, right? We get that. There are things that did end, but there are things that did not end, and you need to. And I say you. I'm not trying to point the finger at you specifically, Hakeem, but we all need to be in our Bibles and read what the Word says, not what we think it says, but to actually read it and let it speak to us for itself. What does Jesus say? He rebukes people's lawlessness. What is lawlessness? Not keeping Torah, because that was the law, right? It's not as complicated as we've made it out to be, because we've taught people, Christian pastors, including myself, for a long time. We taught people you don't have to do this anymore. You're a Gentile. You're not under the old covenant. You're not under Torah, so you can do whatever you want to. And it's just, in my opinion, it is not true. That teaching is absolutely contrary to what Jesus taught. And if I'm going to follow Jesus, I'm going to follow what he taught. And he taught Torah observance, so I'm going to observe the Torah. So, again, I knew that there would be lots of people, way more people would disagree with me than agree with me. And that's okay. I love debate. And obviously, certainly try to keep it respectful, because I have no doubt as to your sincerity, that we all are trying to do what God wants us to do, and we see things differently. My job, though, as a teacher of the Word, is to teach what the Word says and to make sure that people understand this is what it says, man. So anyway, God bless. Have a great day.